hermeneutics. Why is this word and why is the art of it so important?
Wow, you've gone straight to a technical term, Cole. That's awesome. So hermeneutics is essentially a fancy word. It is a technical term. It's not a word we're going to use every day, right?
Right.
But hermeneutics is basically about the way that we interpret and understand literature. Okay, so
Right.
we apply hermeneutics every day. It's not just about the Bible. If you go to an Italian restaurant and they hand you a piece of paper and it says menu on the top of the page, and there's a list of words, and then there's numbers next to those words, and one of the words is Hawaiian, and then the number 14 next to it. Okay, you are interpreting that literature. Your job is to read it. You know what it says. It says Hawaiian 14, but you know what that means, because in the context of what you're reading, you're in an Italian place, Hawaiian, you know that means a pizza that's got pineapple on it. Okay, that's what the word Hawaiian means in the context of an Italian restaurant. And 14, because you're sitting there in Tennessee, 14 means 14 American dollars. You have to pay 14 American dollars to get a Hawaiian pizza. That sounds a bit obvious, doesn't it? Because you know that you're sitting in an Italian restaurant with a document called a menu. Well, right there, you are applying certain rules and understandings about how to understand that literature. That written text in front of you that says menu Hawaiian 14. You they're not just words. You have to work out, what am I reading? What does that mean? And what the heck do I do with it? Okay, well, I need to choose. Do I want a Hawaiian pizza or not? Okay, now that's a bit of a silly example, but it's very simple, just to say that every single day when we read something, when literature is exposed to us, we apply certain principles and rules, even if it's unconsciously, like you would in an Italian restaurant. Okay, even if it's unconsciously, you look at those words, you seek to understand what those words mean, and then you choose to do something about it. The Bible is a powerful thing. It's a tool. It's a good thing, but it's also powerful. And people can misuse the Bible and cause hurt and harm to people. And this is what we see in cults. This is what we see with cult leaders is an extreme example. But some of your listeners have experienced that even in pretty good churches, where someone has used the Bible, they've quoted the Bible and caused great harm and damage. We can do this on a societal level. We can quote certain verses and we can use that to degrade women, let's say. Or we can do that to endorse Negro slavery in the States.
Right.
Okay, so you've got a history of that. So where people have literally used the Bible to sustain the slave trade. Okay, well, that's using it, misappropriating it, misusing it, that causes hurt and harm to people. Because the amazing thing is, the very Bible that was quoted to sustain the slave trade in your country was the very, very same Bible that was used to liberate and to say all men are created equal. Okay, so and so it was the driving force behind ending that whole system. So the same Bible, the same word, used very differently.